Todd, can you hear us? Good morning. We are glad to see you already, and we all have read your article about Gamedev trends. So I would ask you probably say a little bit more about Gamedev trends in mobile games. It is the most interesting theme for us. Can you describe several issues?
So, in terms of mobile development, how many people here are developing for smartphone or tablet? That's one, two. Most of you, or just shy?
I think about half or even more.
What's that?
I think about half of us developing on mobile phones.
And are you focusing on iPhone or Android?
How many Android phones, please, hands you up? How many iOS?
Right. So, I mean, one of the biggest trends that is really affecting mobile these days is how many people are trying to develop games for it. That, whereas say 3 or 4 years ago, it was quite an open market with a few companies starting to kind of make something happen with it. Today, the biggest issue that a lot of mobile developers have is that it's a very crowded market. There are the hundreds of thousands of apps on iOS App Store already, and a same name on Android and on Windows Mobile. And literally, it's just everybody is sort of in competition with one another, and it tends to be very much other kind of game publishing now, where only sort of the very big companies tend to have the muscle to get their way up the charts, and then everybody else that does so is kind of reliant on, say, Apple editorial department in iTunes to sort of put them on the front page, and so that makes them reliant on being quite sort of innovative or unusual or those kind of things in order to get noticed. Outside of that, a lot of developers are saying that it doesn't really work for them anymore because they're not big and they're not innovative enough, so they're kind of stuck in the middle space. And that's one of the big things that a lot of you will have to deal with. Thanks, Bob.
Okay, we have one question from the auditory here.
Sure.
Well, the question is what small developers team can do to make a successful app. Maybe you can suggest a new market or a way how you can make a game and get some profit or income from it.
So I sometimes have trouble fellow game developer friends of mine when I say that the biggest mistake that a lot of developers these days make is to just try and develop a game. That if you just decide, I'm going to make a game and then I'm going to sell it, then you're already in quite a lot of trouble, because you're in a situation, the kind of market you're working in is in a situation that it's not actually that exploratory. But most users don't go beyond the top 25 chart entries. Most users don't read mobile game. They're not really that interested. What they are interested in is stuff that seems irrelevant to them. So the first thing you're doing is trying to identify a market need or a market story that's already out there, and then try and make a game that sort of really pushes that forward. So do you know what I mean by that? When I say a market story,
Could you please repeat the last question?
I said, you know what I mean when I say a marketing story?
Kind of.
So I'm talking about specifically is there are large sectors of the gaming market for who games are kind of more than just a distraction, a passion. There are certain kinds of games like Minecraft, for example, attract a very deep passion among a lot of players, enough for them to want to talk about the game beyond just playing it, enough for them to really want to have a lot of friends to play the game with, because that makes their experience cooler. It's sort of more itself. And that's the kind of thing that you're looking for. You're looking for that kind of genuine, viral, people are tweeting about it, people are Facebooking about it, people find it actually exciting to sort of contemplate what it is. That's an example of a marketing split. Whereas a lot just games, and they kind of make a mistake in doing that, because there's not really a lot to talk about. They're just something you play. That's where the majority of games, that's why they don't really get the users. They end up all just looking identical. And to the average user, it's like, well, they are identical. So that's what you need to focus on.
So you mean that small developer team should really look for their users and make the game for this community, and avoid making the game for all people and get to the top 25?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, sorry.
I mean that you want to say that the small team should make a priority a small community and make a best game for this community and only for this community. In this case, it can have a success.
Yeah, it's much more important to really dedicated users rather than trying to make a game for everyone. It's very hard to make a game for everyone because everyone doesn't really care. It's better to try and find a really passionate group and then use those to sort of springboard into finding a lot more players then, just like Minecraft did.
Okay, thank you. One more question we have.
Hello. My question is, what's your forecast regarding the further development of Windows Phone platform? Does it make sense for mobile developers to pay more attention for it? And because it seems that on B2B market, many third parties actually embark on this particular platform much quicker than small app developers engage with that. So what's your forecast? Does it have future?
I really can't hear you. And can you say that again?
Do you mean repeat the whole question? Okay, I'll try to make it short. What's your forecast about Windows Mobile, Windows Phone platform from game developers' perspective? Does it make sense to pay attention to that? Thanks.
No.
Thank you.
To give a better answer, but no. It just doesn't have anything like enough users. It really doesn't have enough traction at all. You could maybe make a case for working on Windows 8 generally, because it does have 60 million licenses kind of so, but Windows Mobile just doesn't, no, it's like you may as well make games for BlackBerry, you know, for the user size and stuff like that, so no.
Sorry, I didn't mean Windows Mobile. It is dead, obviously. My question was about that new kind of tool, which is more akin to Windows 8, which is, you know, Windows Phone operating system. It's like actually only taking off at the moment. So, yeah.
Okay.
Is it no as well?
So I don't see it yet, but I know what you mean.
Sorry?
I said I've seen. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. The connection is quite bad, so.
No, I meant Windows Phone, not Windows Mobile.
Yeah.
The new one, not the old one.
So did I.
Okay. Is it no as well?
I mean Surface. I mean like the new stuff that Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not ready yet. I wouldn't make it work.
Thank you.
Okay, are there any questions from? Okay, Ted, thank you for your time, thank you for your attention, and it would be very interesting to talk with you. And hi from Ukraine, hi from Lviv.
Great stuff. Have a great conference, guys. I hope you all have good fun today. It is a good Saturday after all, so.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Bye.